Hello and welcome to the video. Today we will be laying out 8 tips to get an outrageously natural looking weave. There is absolutely no excuse for a bad weave no matter how you spin it. Technology has progressed too far. People have been so innovative in providing new techniques, and companies are able to deliver on high quality hair that caters to every kink, coil, and curl. It may sound harsh, but in the fast world we live in, with computers having almost as much processing power as the human brain, and being able to chat to your friend in Singapore while seated on the couch in Philadelphia, there is just no excuse for a bad weave. A good weave, like a fine wine, should only get better with age. Even if you are a newbie to that weave life, there are loads of resources to help you install it like a real OG. With that said, here are my 8 tips to getting an outrageously natural looking weave. Number 1. Leave some of your own hair out. Now, I know at times you may favor an old school full weave with a cute blunt bang or a gorgeous swoop bang. I won't lie, I've seen some really good work out there, and I am sure you have too. But when natural is at the top of your wish list, nothing says natural like your own hairline and scalp. The last thing you want is for someone with an excellent weave radar spotting that you're rocking a weave from 20 yards away. With the sudden popularity of lace wigs, an artfully applied unit can be almost seamless if you have mastered the application process. Yet it still doesn't compare to your real scalp and hairline. Yes, I understand that this tip will lead to your protective style losing some of its protective credentials, but again, it depends on your priorities. A partial weave can still protect majority of your hair while you wear a gorgeous, realistic looking hairstyle. Having that little bit of leave out hair at the front to cover your tracks is a definite yes if you want it to look realistic. You should leave out a horseshoe section for the best results. This is usually a 1 to 2 inch section at the top for the part and about ½ inch on the sides. If you want to wear your hair up in a ponytail, then leave ½ an inch around the entire perimeter of your head as well. 2. Start with a flat base. If you go to a stylist to have your weave installed, then this shouldn't be an issue. But if you choose to do it yourself, don't underestimate the importance of having your cornrows be as flat as possible. Even if you have thick natural hair, you'll need to braid in such a way that it is flat and able to hide any lumps and bumps that will undermine the finished product. 3. Wear believable lengths. A good rule of thumb is to never wear a weave that's more than 4 inches longer than your own hair. Now, you may not be in agreement with this, but hear me out. However good your weave is, sometimes you get that separation of hair between the tracks and your leave out. This will usually not be very noticeable unless your own hair is 2 inches in length while the weave is 18 inches. It just doesn't look, well, believable. An extreme example, I know, but the idea holds out. A good way to mitigate that effect is to layer your weave. If your leave out hair is 8 inches long, for argument's sake, you can get one pack at 12 inches and another pack at 14 inches and another one at 16 to 18 inches. The idea is to have the longest length, 18-inch in this case, at the bottom to give you the length, and the shorter weave at the top closer to your leave out hair. You end up with natural looking layers that you can have a good stylist refine with a bit of snipping to give it a more seamless look. As your hair grows, you can then increase the lengths of your weaves to match. If you're enjoying this video, then please give us a like, and a sub to the channel would be amazing too. Please also consider following us on Instagram. Now, back to the video. 4. Go light on product use. With your own hair, you are probably using 3 to 4 different products during your average wash day, but all you need to care for a weave is a good quality shampoo and a good moisturizing conditioner. Maybe a bit of heat protection spray if you wish to use a flat iron, nothing more. There's no need to add heavy leave-in conditioners, hair oils, or butters. Let's be real here. Greasy weaves weighed down with product does not scream natural to anybody. 5. Match your color. This is pretty self-explanatory. If your hair is natural brown or off black, don't wear a jet black weave, or if you have colored your hair, then find a weave with the color to closely match your leave-out hair. Most weaves are made from the hair of Indian donors who tend to have much darker locks to those of black people. Still, many companies these days offer a wide range of colors to suit, but if you are having trouble finding a color to match, one option is to dye the weave hair to match your own before installing it. Another simple solution is to apply a semi-permanent rinse to your leave-out hair to match the weave. Semi-permanent color lasts 6 to 10 washes depending on the brand, so it should have faded sufficiently by the time you are ready to take down the weave. You can always clarify and deep condition with heat to get rid of any remaining color residue. Semi-permanent rinses only work when you want to go darker than your natural color. They don't contain peroxide or ammonia, so they won't lighten your hair. 6. Wear believable textures. You may like the feel of silky smooth, high luster, shinier than a mirror hair, but does it match your leave out hair? No. If not, then leave it on the shelf. The same goes for curly textured weaves. If you cannot convincingly match the curl pattern of the weave on your leave out hair with a little effort on your part, then forget it. It will end up being more hassle than it's worth. There are many companies out there that create multiple textures of hair. To create them, they start with good quality virgin hair and are able to recreate all type 4 hair textures convincingly. From tight, kinky curls to relaxed hair textures and kinky straight weaves that match blow-dried black hair, there's no end to the possibilities, and you'll be able to find that perfect weave to match your own texture. 7. Tone down the volume. This is the single most important tip. It can be the deal breaker that gives you away even when everything else is right. Have you ever seen a very well installed sew-in, but sometimes there is something that you cannot quite put your finger on that makes it look unnatural? The extra volume is likely to be the culprit. If you don't want your weave to look off, then stick with 2 to 3 packs of hair. Curly weaves tend to have more volume, so you may find that you need less than straight hair. When it comes to nailing that realistic look, less is more. 8. Use quality hair. This is where a lot of ladies differ, but I will say this. The difference between brand name, beauty supply, store hair, and genuine virgin hair is like the difference between a smooth burgundy wine and the cheap stuff labeled table wine at the bottom shelf of the supermarket. They are both wines, but they're just not in the same league. Good quality hair moves naturally, doesn't tangle, and looks right somehow. Not to mention that good quality virgin hair can be worn again and again, so you will be saving money in the long run. Final thoughts? Although I believe that wearing your own hair majority of the time is the best way to promote healthy hair habits in a real-world environment, I understand the need for occasional protective styling to get over hair growth plateaus or to help reduce overall manipulation. Like most people, I've had my own hits and misses when it comes to sew-ins, but with each new install, I get better and better at them. Yes, the old adage is true. Practice makes perfect. I'm sure that if you follow these tips, you will be well on your way to an outrageously natural-looking weave. Thanks for watching. If you agree with our tips, do you disagree? Let us know in the comments. As always, all the best in your hair journey.